really kind of sparked because JP got elected chief. Anytime that we had a project that we wanted to do, he was one of the first people to be like, I'm there. When we did the cleanup, I didn't know we probably needed a permit to do the cleanup, or that we probably needed to organize. We didn't have porta potties, we didn't, there was plenty of things that we did not think through, but we decided to do it, and JP was one of the first people to comment and be like, I'm bringing dumpsters. So JP's always been a really awesome person as far as just seeing what we were doing and trying to give a bit of support wherever he could see that it would work. So having him in that position, I knew that there'd been a handful of attempts to light head frames for different ways, and probably just as many reasons that they had kind of stalled. So I wanted to do kind of a different perspective on it, and I knew that at the top I would probably have approval, so that was what gave me, I guess, the confidence to try, or to start. It very quickly snowballed to much bigger than I was expecting, which has been awesome and a little scary at the same time. But the take that makes it a bit different is what I'm shooting for is having 5 sponsors and doing a documentary and putting marketing money into the budget and pitching it as a tourism attraction. And it evolved quickly. We got Alex from Montana Pro Audio because it was just a no-brainer that that'd be the person to work with for lighting. And I've worked with him through shows and festivals and stuff, so I have a connection there. It definitely evolved quickly from that point. So we did a handful of tests, and at this point we've got a few of them. And the cool thing is Alex understands that we're going for an art installation. It's not just lighting a head frame. We're working on making something that stands out at almost a world-class level. And it's really cool because it's, it ties a modern side to the history of the head frames.
Wow, that seems like a huge project. Now, do you have all your sponsors you need?
So it's been developing out. So as we've been doing testing, that's let us take the next steps. So I have the first sponsor on board, and it was at that point that it was going to be smart to, clear it with the city, figure out what we can and can't do with the head frames. And so the proposal's in the works. Okay. It's basically about finished, which is why I'm okay with finally chatting about it. Because I didn't want to go and be like, we're doing this, and then be like, no, you can't. So, yeah, we do have one person on board, so I'm still going to be looking for the other 4. And the key to it is I've got a documentary crew so that I don't have to worry about trying to do video and document the process. And then the goal with that is to be able to really tell the story of lighting the first head frames and how much effort went into that, and tell some of the history of the head frames. And then chop it into some pieces as we get along with the project, and be able to go in and kind of honor some of the people and the efforts that have come in the past, and then be able to talk about some of the challenges that are happening right now with a lot of the LEDs. There really isn't a truly Butte rated LED product other than very, very high end, essentially bridge lighting. So the technical side's been really good. We just got a chance to chat with manufacturers, so we're in the process of getting demo product that we'll have for a couple weeks to do a more elaborate kind of set of tests and get some media and get feedback from them on what we need to really nail the look, and keep it fully programmable and be able to express, it'll be a light show. It'll be able to be dimmed so that it's not obnoxious through the middle of the night, but that's the key part, is that it's going to be something that's it's going to be an experience. My hope is that it even just shares a little bit of the magic when I'm hanging out, night shooting a head frame or something.
Yeah.
So
is this something that will stay up, Hazer, or will this be up for a certain amount of time?
The products that we're looking at right now, the manufacturer actually has a line coming out a bit later, 6 months out, so it may not be for this first head frame, These will be a little bit more of a seasonal product. So a lot of them can operate down to -20, but we either have to have a cutoff or have a way so that they're not trying to fire up when it's too cold for them to function. So we want this to be really long. Like we don't want it to be in 5 or 10 years where we're trying to replace and fix a bunch of this. We want to really do it right and put the right products up there so that this is, 10, 20 years down the road can still be something that's contributing back as a tourism attraction.
Do you know which headframe you're
Yeah, so
using?
we had originally thought of the original, and that was our original kind of test, and we did some photos and stuff. That's what you guys will probably get. We got back looking at that, and the visibility of the original is not quite as good as some of the other ones. And then also the fact that you can't actually kind of really get up there unless it's a special occasion. So we shifted our focus up to the Con because it has parking. You can visualize it, and it has a really, really cool view from that top parking lot. That headframe is lit with Butte's lights in the background and like the moon shining on the highlands. It's going to be an incredible, photo opportunity.
Did you know that 88% of online shoppers consider reviews when making a buying decision? Reviews are the deciding factor for consumers choosing between you and your competitor. Negative reviews can do serious harm if left unchecked, while positive reviews can lead to a healthy increase in your bottom line. In both cases, it is important to actively respond and manage all reviews to build the trust of your customers and keep them coming back. A good online reputation also considers how accurately your contact information is displayed and what people are saying about your business outside of reviews. But it doesn't stop there. Search engines like Google take your reputation into account when ranking your business on search results. So the better your online reputation, the better your chances are of getting found ahead of the competition. Take control of your online reputation and start bringing in more customers today.